She handed me a sheet of paper like she was doing me a favor. A list. Rules, she said, smiling, standing in my own doorway. If I wanted to visit their place, I had to call ahead, bring no guests, and limit my time to 30 minutes. My brother stood behind her, silent. My brother, the man I'd given shelter, rent-free, while he was getting back on his feet. Now he was a shadow in my home, while she was the one guarding the door. I didn't say a word. I just folded the paper and smiled. That was the moment I decided they could keep the apartment. For now. Backstory setup. Establish the relationship. He was my little brother. Always had that puppy look in his eyes when he needed something. When he lost his job, I didn't think twice. I handed him my spare keys, told him, stay as long as you need. He promised it'd be temporary. The first few weeks I'd stop by, bring groceries, pay the utilities without complaint. Family looks out for family, that's what I believed. Until she appeared. A girlfriend, then a toothbrush, then a wardrobe, then a woman answering my door, wearing my hoodie, asking, "Can I help you?" Discovery of betrayal. It started small. Messages left unread, excuses over the phone, delayed rent that wasn't even due. Then the locks changed. The final insult came in the form of that list, printed, stapled, and signed. Management. She'd moved in like a parasite, using his guilt, my kindness, and my name. I realized then it wasn't just disrespect, it was occupation. I didn't lose my temper. That would have been too easy. Instead, I asked for coffee, sat on the curb outside, and planned. Shift in mindset. Strategic planning begins. Revenge isn't about rage, it's about precision. First, I checked the lease, my name, only mine. The utilities under my account. The bank statements showing every payment made from me. They were squatters in legal terms, uninvited guests. But I didn't call the cops, not yet. I wanted them comfortable, confident. People get sloppy when they think they've won. I stopped paying the electric bill first, quietly, then the Wi-Fi, then the water. All while I switched the mailing address to my new place across town. When she texted, "Hey, the internet's down again," I replied, "We'll talk soon." And we did. Execution of the plan. Week 3, I walked into my lawyer's office with one sentence. I want them out. Legally, completely, and painfully. We filed the eviction. Not a warning, not a notice, a full order. 2 weeks later, she called me screaming, saying the sheriff had come to the door. I said, calmly, "It's not your place, remember?" Then I hung up. When I arrived the next day, they were gone. But not before she'd left a note taped to the fridge, "Hope you're happy." I was, but I wasn't done. Climax and confrontation. A month later, I saw them again, at a family dinner. They were sitting across the table, pretending nothing happened. She avoided my eyes. He didn't. So I said, taking a sip of wine, "How's the apartment search going?" He froze. She shifted in her chair. I leaned forward, voice calm, surgical. "You know, I checked the place after you left. Turns out, you two left a lot behind. Photos, clothes, mail. I donated all of it." Her jaw tightened. My brother's face went pale. I smiled. The same smile I'd given the day she handed me that list. "Next time," I said softly, "earn your space before you try to own it." Resolution and emotional release. I walked out that night lighter than I'd felt in months. Not proud, just clean. You learn a lot when people take from you. Who they are, who you are, and how far you'll go to make things right. I gave them shelter. They built a cage. So I burned the cage, legally, quietly, perfectly. Now, when I drive past that building, I don't feel anger, just clarity. Some people only understand boundaries once they crash into them. And I made sure the lesson hit hard, right at the door they once locked against me.